A mind of this magnitude shouldn't be cursed to live like this. Can you dig me up? Well, I used to be... Wait, who did I used to be? I can say with confidence who I am now, at least. A thinker, the likes of which you've never known and never will. Don't worry, there's nothing funny about me.
The skeleton tries to brush the dirt from his clattering bones, then frowns. The moistest bits are still stuck in his cracks and crevices.
Thanks. You're probably looking for a reward, but I haven't got much. Except, you know, the wisdom of the ages.
He pokes a finger against his ossified head.
I'm a bit of a philosopher, you see. Not much else to be, what with all that thinking time. Oh, but I don't just go around giving knowledge away like a common medium.
The skeleton pauses and sighs, then straightens his spine with a clatter.
A soul bond will settle it. A battle of wits. Then the cosmos itself will decide who can better face the truth of our own essence, me or you. A weak soul may not survive the bond. But I'm sure you'll be just fine. Oh, it's easy. We link up souls and share our innermost beliefs. Think of it like an innocent little duel. The winner remains comfortable with their personal truths. The loser, well... Battle is dangerous, is it not? I find it to be true anyway, even when you're battling your own mortality. The angst can prove terminal to the weak-willed. Oh, how fun. Just touch this bone on my rib cage here, right over where my heart would be, if, well, you know.
You reach for the rib in question, but nothing feels different. Not until you try to pull your finger away, and it remains glued to the bone.
All right, mister. Deep thought. First up, our purpose in life. I say it's to accumulate knowledge. Pretty great answer, eh? Can you do better than that?
His jaws clack together in a show of self-assurance. You question your response the moment it leaves your lips. Your entire body shivers anxiously as you wonder, what is this life's true meaning?
You poor, precious, pathetic thing. That's what happens when you gaze into an unseasoned soul. Let's see if you can do better this time. Tell me, Sammy Smarty Pants, is there such a thing as free will? I say no. The gods guide our every move. I dare you to outsmart me now.
You are immobilized by fear. Fear of the unknown, fear of nothing, fear of everything. It aches, as if the weight of the world presses against your skull.
Oh, the big lizard's as weak as a kitten. There, it'll be okay. I hate to ask another question, but the bond demands it. Sorry and all that. So tell me, is there a difference between right and wrong? Don't hurt yourself now. I know how trying this must be for you.
You feel the bond break between your finger and the skeleton. You pull your hand quickly back to your side. The truth of your final answer momentarily calms you, but it is not enough to ease the inner pain ripping through your mind, soul, and body. The pressure builds and builds.
Such a pity. I don't blame you. To brush shoulders with someone of my stature must be overwhelming. Do you ever meet a true philosopher?
He pokes a finger against his ossified head.
You found one right here. Spent centuries buried under the dirt. What with all that thinking time, I've found nothing less than the wisdom of the ages. Are you questioning my intellect? You think you say more sooth than me, a verified soothsayer?
The skeleton pauses and sighs, then straightens his spine with a clatter.
A soul bond will settle it. A battle of wits. Then the cosmos itself will decide who can better face the truth of our own essence, me or you. A weak soul may not survive the bond. But I'm sure you'll be just fine. Oh, it's easy. We link up souls and share our innermost beliefs. Think of it like an innocent little duel. The winner remains comfortable with their personal truths. The loser, well, battle is dangerous, is it not? I find it to be true anyway, even when you're battling your own mortality. The angst can prove terminal to the weak-willed. Oh, how fun. Just touch this bone on my rib cage here, right over where my heart would be, if, well, you know.
You reach for the rib in question, but nothing feels different. Not until you try to pull your finger away and it remains glued to the bone.
All right, mister. Deep thought. First up, our purpose in life. I say it's to accumulate knowledge. Pretty great answer, eh? Can you do better than that?
His jaws clack together in a show of self-assurance. A shattering shiver passes through the skeleton's body from toe to head, then back again.
Well, but, let's just move on to the next question. Tell me, Sammy Smarty Pants, is there such thing as free will? I say no. The gods guide our every move. I dare you to outsmart me now. How could I have been so simple when the truth is so vast? Well, I won't let you outshine me again.
The skeleton hangs his head low, then yanks it upwards again.
Is there a difference between right and wrong? The truth is that there is not. Only action and consequence. Oh-ho! I got you there.
You feel the bond break between your finger and the skeleton. You pull your hand quickly back to your side.
I can't bear this existential agony. What have you...
What's this? I found something.
man paces back and forth, puffing anxiously on a pipe. His face is creased with tiredness. The faint coppery hue of dried blood stains his hands. He sees you.
If you're looking for healing or the like, then you'd best look elsewhere. My plate is full for now.
The man chomps on the bit of his pipe, generating a small cloud of nervous smoke. Finally, he plucks it from his mouth and clears his throat.
I came by a new patient, a young woman, very troubled. I'll do what I can for her, but I'll need to concentrate. And that means...
He gestures with his pipe for you to leave.
I'm still trying to figure that out. She seems afflicted with some sort of rabidness. It makes her difficult to approach and nigh on impossible to treat. I had no choice but to lock her in my cellar, for her safety and my own. Fine, you can help. Take this key and go to the cellar. I'll join you there. Just be careful. I wasn't jesting before. She was already a powerful sorcerer by the looks of things. But whatever it is that's happened to her, it's left her dangerous. Got to come up with something. Can't keep her locked up forever. Why would someone do this to another person?
Hungry.
Why would someone do this to another...
Across the cellar, a shape bearing some resemblance to a woman lurches around to face you. It utters a marrow-curdling gurgle.
She senses us. Be calm and quiet. No sudden moves. You're right. I hadn't noticed before. Couldn't get close enough. We have to help her. Maybe we can reverse whatever was done to her. All right. We need her subdued, understand? Do whatever you can to weaken her. Just don't go too far or you might kill her.
Another gurgle, sharper, angrier. Then the sound of rapid footfalls rushing towards you.
must be weakened or there's no way to help.
The young woman lies still on the floor, her breathing an uneven rasp. Swan's satchel of surgical tools lies nearby. Swan approaches, cradling his arm with a grimace.
Those summons of hers broke my arm. I'll do what I can to help, but the rest is up to you. Tread carefully. One false move and she's dead.
Swan carefully holds her head steady with his one good arm. Something moves along her exposed lobe. It's a maggot of some kind. Swan gingerly picks up some forceps with his good hand and tries to remove the maggot. The forceps slip from his hand and strike the floor. He gives you an abashed look.
It's no use. I'm liable to do more damage than good without both hands to work with.
The maggot fights the pull of the forceps and sinks its hooked maw into brain matter. A chunk comes away with it as you pull it off. The woman's breathing has grown shallow as she hovers between life and death. All you can do is close her up and hope for the best. Swan shakes his head with a sigh.
I can't. The work's too delicate to do one-handed. I'm sorry. I'm not accustomed to being so bloody.
You replace the extracted bone and bind it with copper hooks. Then you draw the scalp back in place and start stitching the incision shut. The woman's breathing grows stronger, more even. Colour flushes her cheeks.
She's alive. You did it. I've never seen anything like that, not in 20 years. I'll tend to her here for a while. She shouldn't be moved yet. She'll want to thank you once she comes round, I'm sure. It's a damn miracle that she survived.
The young woman blinks as she struggles to focus her vision on you. She looks weak, pale, but already visibly more human.
It's you. I remember your face in the darkness. You saved me. The Magisters arrested me in Arx for sorcery. They strapped me to a table, and they put something in my head. Something alive. they put me on a caravan bound for Fort Joy. They said I was going to become a pet for the hammer. I could feel myself changing. I tore off the shackles that held me, like they were parchment. I remember hearing screams, feeling the blood of others on my hands, in my mouth. Then I ran. And then I woke up here.
That was damn fine work you pulled off there. Consider me in your debt. I'll keep an eye on her until she's ready to fend for herself. If you find yourself in need of potions or healing, be sure to come to me. It's the least I can do. Help yourself. Everything I've got's here. Until next time, take care of yourself. All right. Hold still now.
A spillage all over the floor. A spillage all over the floor. A spillage all over the floor.
What's that? It sounds like there's a battle unfolding nearby.
It's true what the old miss told me. Victor, she said, you can't gamble forever. It's only a matter of time before your luck runs out. That's...
The skeleton is old enough for flies to have eaten its flesh, though some of its owner's clothing still remains intact, including a belt with a gleaming buckle. The bones look properly intact, though its skull is askew, as if the skeleton is looking in a direction it shouldn't be able to. The belt may have been gnawed by rodents and reptiles, but the name engraved on its buckle is unmistakable: Victor. You see no blood or signs of struggle. The surrounding vegetation is green and healthy. You run your finger along the skull and spine until it finds a fissure. Upon closer inspection, you realize the victim suffered a broken neck. It seems this person took a great fall.
Well, here's one corpse that never got a proper burial.
You re-examine the skeleton. The bones look properly intact, though its skull is askew, as if the skeleton is looking in a direction it shouldn't be able to. The belt may have been gnawed by rodents and...
Never was good at knowing when to fold.
You run away. Everyone here run away. All run for something.
He cocks his head to one side, confusion and suspicion wrinkling up his fuzzy face.
I ran away from bad man. Very bad man. Man wanted to make me spider food. I know. I can sniff good and bad. Like a bad. Bad man. So bad. I liked his house. Big garden of stones. Lots and lots of bones to dig. Good, tasty bones. But when I sniffed him, how he is for true, I ran and ran and ran.
He paws a few tentative steps closer and sniffs all around you, nose wrinkling with concentration.
You good master. Good master.
He bounds forwards and licks your face effusively. His breath stinks of graveyard clay and ancient bones. Immediately, you feel an allergic reaction developing on your cheek, hot red blotches spreading in an angry rash. The dog scurries away to sniff about the area, leaving you with his approval and an itchy face.
Looks like this place has seen better days. Much better days.
Gareth shovels with the regularity of a marching soldier. His face, too, is as a soldier's, stiff and unreadable. Gareth freezes, then turns slowly towards you. His breaths are steady, his voice a monotone.
I'm digging my own parents' graves. You'll have to forgive me for not being first-rate company.
Gareth moves to continue his task, but his cadence falters. He pauses. Silence hangs, begging to be broken.
No, of course you didn't. Godwoken, I've seen Seeker's blood seeping into the sand. I waded through corpses on the deck of the Lady Vengeance. But when the lifeless eyes looking back at you are your own mother's, I just didn't know. I didn't know what darkness lied beyond pain. Now, well, now I do.
Gareth shies away from you. His eyes pass over the half-filled graves, and he takes a shuddering breath.
Comfort! Even Lucian has none to spare. I've prayed to him, an endless litany. How many tears do I have to shed? How much must I lose for him to listen? No comfort, only recompense. Against Dallas's cronies, against the abomination that carry out their commands. The monks do the dirty work, and the whites keep their robes clean. Convenient! The monks that did it, they're still in the house, spreading their rancid smell. Paladins came to clean up the mess. In the name of Lucian, they say, and they seem to believe it.
Gareth forcefully exhales and looks past you to the nearby house. You fear he might snap the shovel's handle in two.
If you'd asked me yesterday, I'd have said they were the only ones left in the Divine Order worth their weight in salt. I have honored their devotion to our lost Lucian. Today, though, I don't know. The Paladins once fought the Black Ring at Lucian's command. The most courageous thing they could do now is turn their backs on the Order. I'm not holding my breath. I've got no use for empty platitudes. Not for some snobbish lobster chosen as the Seven's special pet.
You swear you hear Gareth's pulse, galloping faster than a saddled mount. You've never heard such a thing before, but you suspect Gareth's heart is close to tearing.
If you want to help, then you find the craven wight that ordered their slaughter. Anyone that stands between you and truth, no matter the flag they fly or creed they follow, make them bleed!
His clenched jaw tightens further, and then, in an instant, Gareth's guard is broken. Tears well in his eyes. With every blink, a pearl of grief falls to his cheeks.
My parents, they did nothing to deserve this. They were good. Honest. More honest than me. I'd give my own life to bring them back. I never got that last chance to tell them I loved them. You're right. There's nothing more to be done here. Lucian, forgive me. And please, Godwoken, please forgive me too.
That thing isn't Donna. It isn't anybody. It's...
The two paladins Gareth mentioned are arguing in front of the door to the modest farmstead. As they notice your arrival, they stop talking and look at you quizzically.
We're guarding this house. Wise to stay well back. There's a bunch of silent monks inside who've tasted blood today. Already killed in there, so they did. They didn't kill anybody. The Magisters who control them did. You know Donna, she wouldn't hurt a fly. Not until they turned her. But they did turn her. And now she's not Donna anymore. Get it through your head. The poor creature should be put down. No, wait! Surely, maybe someday they can be fixed. When all this source nonsense is over.
The other paladin rolls his eyes and shakes his head as he turns to face you.
In any event, it's our business, not yours. You just stay well away from the door and you'll be perfectly safe. You can't do that. They were people who were loved. It's not right to butcher them like cattle. You're right. Here, take the key. We'll leave you to it. I don't want to see Donna like that again. You'll remember her as she was, Jad. The real her.
Paladin William nods his thanks to you, and with a last sorrow-filled glance at the house, Paladin Jad turns to follow his companion away.
But, fine.